A 60-year-old Japanese biohacker challenges 42 kilometers Satoyama Nordic walking. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai diet and Ikigai Bio-Hacking. Okay, so today I will be walking around Hino Town. I'll be Nordic walking around Hino Town, which has about 42 kilometers. It's the same distance as the marathon race. Yeah, about 26 miles. Yeah, for some of you, 26 miles is not that long, but for me, it is quite long. I've never walked this much before. The longest walk I've ever done was about 30 kilometers, which is about 19 miles. And that was when I was 16, a long time ago. I mean, 16 and 60 sounds similar, but it's completely different. Yes, I'll be 60 in a few weeks. In fact, this walk is to commemorate my 60 years old birthday. So, yeah, I want to do this challenge for myself to kind of test my fitness level at the moment. Yeah. And Hino Town has some up and down, so it's going to be a challenging walk. It's going to be a challenging walk, but it's going to be a beautiful walk because it is a tawe season now, meaning rice planting season. So rice field has a lot of water and people will be planting rice, so I get to see them. Plus the mountains are fresh green and it's really beautiful to go trekking today. So I'm looking forward to it very much. Okay, so let's get going. Yeah, initial part is kind of not so steep, but actually it is slightly uphill because this road is leading to the mountains. You know, you can see mountains there. That's Mount Watamuki, the main mountain in Hino Town. And then so very slowly, gradually, but it is uphill. And then once we get to Kitabata, which is the next like a village, from there on it's going to be much more steep uphill, right? Yeah, around here rice is already planted. I think they must have planted it on the weekend. Today is Monday, so they must have planted it like yesterday or on Saturday, I suppose. So around here it's uphill. It is from Kitabata to Saimioji, kind of heading towards the mountain. So yeah, it is a uphill area. And usually Hinoichi, meaning like around Hino Town, is for like cycling, like Hinoichi cycling, which means you cycle around Hino Town. And I did it before. I think it was in last October or something, or maybe 2 years ago. But anyway, so to cycle uphill here is the hardest part of Hinoichi Satoyama cycling. Yeah, but walking isn't too bad. Yeah, I mean compared to cycling, this part is not so hard. But still, it is like walking uphill. So yeah, it's harder than a flat area, and it's beautiful. Yeah, all the look at the fresh greens. You know, the beautiful trees in the mountains and rice field. And this rice field has water, which means it's ready for planting, but it's not planted yet. I love this season very much, especially when the water is in the rice field. So beautiful. I walked up this slope and came to Saimioji. Yeah, Saimioji is a kind of a small village or like kind of area in Hino Town, but also it's the name of the temple, like Saimyo Temple. It's a Zen temple. Yeah. So the first hard part is finished. Yeah, it is Zen temple. It said Saimyo Zenji. So now I'm walking down the hill in the forest. Yeah, it is beautiful. All the fresh green leaves. Yeah, the great thing about Satoyama Nordic walking is that you get to see different scenery, you know, rice field, a village, and then the forest. Yeah, so you get to really enjoy the scenery of Satoyama, meaning village mountain. So Satoyama is a kind of area originally between the mountains and the village, like where people did some work in the mountains, like, you know, they cut trees or they, you know, did a charcoal burning and so on. But now, I think Satoyama, when we talk about the whole community of village and a mountain together, we often call it Satoyama because there's a lifestyle that circulating the resources within this village and mountains, like, you know, water from the mountains to the river, and you use the water from the river to the rice field and so on. So the Satoyama is like a Japanese country village, and then Satoyama life is the Japanese village lifestyle. I came down the slope now. Oh yeah, this is the Sachiaki Goya. It's a kind of charcoal burning place. I think now it's not used, but they used to, you know, burn charcoal here, I think. Yeah. So just, yeah, I was walking down this hill and came to a village here. Yeah, I came to the village. So after the village, we came to more kind of rice field, and yeah, around here, they're going to put water from now. This rice field has already water in it. That's a K-truck, light truck. It's very popular in the countryside. Farmers usually drive K-truck. And you see those bamboo forests? Yeah, bamboos are everywhere in Satoyama. And here is a shrine. Yeah, usually each village has a shrine. A shrine is a central part of our village community. Yeah, usually the village people look after the shrine and they conduct festivals, you know, like a few times a year. And then sometimes they get together and clean up the shrine and so on. And yeah, because Japanese people are Shintoist and they kind of practice Shintoism, and the shrine, the Shinto shrine, is the kind of a church of the Shinto shrine. I mean, of the Shintoism. That the gate is called torii. Yeah, you see torii everywhere in Japan. And you see the sound of frogs. Yeah, there are frogs everywhere in the rice field once the water is in. Yeah, so before the water was in the field, we didn't hear the sound of frogs. Came to another village. Yes. That is kura at the warehouse. Yeah, we often have those kuras. Yeah, I have a kura in my house too. then this is a typical house in the countryside with a kawara roof. Yeah, it says Fureai, Ikigai, Tasukeai. Yeah, Fureai means like a communication or interaction, and then Tasukeai means helping each other, and Ikigai, you know, yeah, a sort of a daily joy to live, and yeah, or the purpose of living. Yeah, Ikigai is here. This is Kominkan. Kominkan is a community center. Yeah, there are kominkan everywhere in Japan, and especially in the countryside, kominkan plays a very important role to unite the people in the community. In fact, we just saw the sign saying Fureai, Ikigai, Tasukeai, and Fureai means like a communication, interaction. So the kominkan provides Fureai. You know, we have like sports festivals or cultural festivals and many other events throughout the year, and that's kind of a great opportunities for the people in the neighborhood to communicate with one another. In fact, I was a member of kind of operating committee of kominkan in my neighborhood up until last year. Yeah, and I did actually make a video about Nagano, didn't I? I think it's called the 7 Secrets of Nagano, the king of Japanese blue zones. And then, because Nagano is the longest lived prefecture in Japan at the moment, and then one of the secrets is having Ikigai, and the community center plays a very, very big role in it, because Nagano has the highest number of kominkan, the community center, in entire Japan. So that means everybody has an access to kominkan. Yeah, there's a kominkan within their like a neighborhood or kind of a walking distance and so on. So yeah, they get to have a plenty of opportunity to have hureai, you know, interaction with their neighbors. So that's one of the secrets of Nagano's longevity. Yeah, here's an elementary school. In Hino Town, there are, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 elementary schools. And we know other schools too. Yeah. And sometimes when you want to take certain action to that town, it is important to cooperate with all schools. In fact, we try to sort of communicate with a town to introduce organic school lunch, and we have a group of parents who are interested in organic school lunch, and then kind of had a meeting with the education board and so on. And yesterday, actually, we had a meeting, not about organic school lunch, it was about wearing a mask, because kids are still wearing a mask in school. And it's been over 2 years now, and we're concerned about the side effects of wearing masks. And so we just, the parents from different schools gathered together, and then we just discussed how we can approach the Board of Education or the town or individual schools and so on. But this kind of action has to be an united action for the entire town. Yeah. So you need to really talk to the parents with other schools too. That is a beautiful shrine, you know, the tree in front of a mountain. Yeah, so the shrine surrounded by all those trees. It's beautiful. And then there is a kura over there, and then the rice field. It's a typical Satoyama scenery. This is koinobori. These are curbs. Yeah. Today is May 2nd, and then May 5th is Kodomo no Hi. It's a Children's Day, and it's kind of Boys' Day too. So usually we have this kind of koinobori, like hanging, people's sort of yard. We hang koinobori in our yard, for the Children's Day festival. Yeah. Hinamatsuri, March 3rd, is a girls' festival, but May 5th is boys festival, and this is Koinobori. There are lots of small cups too. I've covered about 19 kilometers since I started, yeah, and then came to train track. So this is the train track of Omi Tetsudo, which is a local train. And the Omi Tetsudo ran from Maebara all the way to Kibukawa and then go through Hino Town. We have a Hino station, and I'm actually heading to Hino station. And then you can actually carry your bicycle on Omi Tetsudo. So my son and I sometimes cycle to Hino station, and we carry our bicycle on the train. And once we went to Maebara, and then from Maebara to Lake Biwa, we cycled. Yeah, so you can kind of, go on a kind of long cycling trip by using Omi Tetsudo. I have come about 20 kilometers since I started, yeah. And there's a 7-Eleven, which is one of the convenience stores. Yeah, we have a 7-Eleven, Lawson, Family Mart, the three common chain convenience stores, and 7-Eleven is one of them, yeah. Now you can get coffee for 100 yen, so I might get a coffee actually. I have finally come to Hino Station. Yes, this is the Hino Station. I wonder how many kilometers I've come. I'm gonna check it with my smart watch. I think it's 22 kilometers. At Hino Station, I found a little kind of small park, so I'm gonna have a lunch here, and then we can see Mount Watamuki far away. Remember when I started this morning? Mount Watamuki was very close by, but now I have come very far away from it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have my bento today. Yeah, just kind of a brown rice. It's a sort of half fermented brown rice, but it's been only like one and a half days, so it's not really completely fermented yet. Yeah, and then nori on top and some vegetables. Right. I think it's a wheat field. Yeah, we don't have a lot of wheat field in Japan, mostly rice field, but yeah, we do have some wheat field. I think I don't know what type of wheat. Maybe it's Nori Rokuju Ichigo, which is used for making udon. Yeah, because we do eat a lot of udon in the Kansai region of Japan. I have come about 26 kilometers now. My legs are sore. Yeah, my legs are getting sore. Yeah, I've got 16 kilometers to go. Right, we're almost there. I mean, halfway through. So it looks shorter because I've already done 26 kilometers, right? So just only, 16 kilometers left. At a little bus stop. Yeah, I like this kind of bus stop. Looks really cozy inside. There's some cushions to sit. Yeah, and I wait for the bus. Might just get inside and kind of sit down a little bit. That looks like a nice shrine. Beautiful torii gate surrounded by all the trees. Yeah, kind of looks very much like a local shrine in a small village. Oh, it's called Hie Jinja, Hie Shrine. I think Hie is a very famous shrine. I think there's a Hie Jinja in Tokyo. Probably there must be Hie Jinja in many places in Japan. Yeah. Oh no, it's in Otsu. It says Hie Jinja 大津市坂本にある日吉大社二宮十全寺式を平安時代の昔にyeah. So I think it's come from Hiyoshi Taisha in Otsu. Right. Yeah, beautiful torii gate. Yeah, nice to look at some rice field. just right in front of the shrine, and then beautiful houses too. I've come to 30 kilometers now. Yeah, so up until now, that has been the longest walk in my life. You know, when I was 16, I did 30 kilometers walk, but now I'm gonna make a new record. I'm gonna break my record of walking distance. Yes, so from now on, every kilometers I'll be making a new record of my walking. So that means I've got 12 more kilometers to go. Yeah, just 12 kilometers left. Okay, so the goal is, yeah, visible now. The goal is coming close. This place is not far from where my house. You know, I come here often, and it's still 33.6 kilometers. So maybe it's less than 42 kilometers to my house. So if I want to walk for 42 kilometers, I may have to maybe include some other villages, because there are actually 3 villages that I have not included in my course. Yeah, but it kind of started raining now, so I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'll see. I'm going to walk until Ottawa, and then I'll decide. If it's still raining, I may go home fast anyway for the day. And then if it's not raining, I might, you know, maybe include 1 or 2 more villages, and then to see how long that will take altogether. Yeah. Beautiful mountain, isn't it? So I've come to Ottawa, and it's still only 35 kilometers, so, and it's not raining, it stopped raining. So I think I'm gonna include some more villages. I think at least I'm gonna walk to Zao to see how many kilometers that will be, and see, and then, yeah, then I'll think about it. I have come to a village called Hirako, and it is about 39 kilometers, so a bit more. And yeah, there's one more village up here, and that is called Kumano, where I used to live. And so by the time I get to Kumano, it will be about 40 kilometers, and then from there it's probably another 3 or 4 kilometers to go home. So yeah, I'm sure I'll be walking over 42 kilometers today. So now I'm walking to Kumano from Hirako. Yeah, and I used to live in Kumano, so I know this way very well. We used to grow rice in this terraced rice field. I mean, there are some trees here, but behind those trees there are some rice fields, and we grew rice there. And this is a river coming from Mount Watamuki, and that's the source of Hino River. So this is the beginning of Hino River. Yeah, these were the rice field that we used to grow rice here, but now the people in Kumano stopped growing rice here, and then now they are not used anymore. I think they stopped using them about 5 years ago. I've come to the house I used to live in Kumano. Yeah, so it was nearly 41 kilometers. Yeah, so almost done. Just 1 kilometers left. Yeah, but I'm gonna just rest a bit. I'm so tired now. I'm gonna sit down. Ooh, and just rest a bit. Yeah, look at all those mountains. Yeah. We used to have this view every day from our window. Yeah, I used to enjoy living here and doing a lot of writing. Yeah, I could write, and then during my break I just look at the mountains and trees, and it was beautiful. And this is Kumano Shrine. Very tall trees. Look at them. Finally, I walked 42 kilometers, yeah. So this is a Grim Adventure Land. It's a camping ground in Kumano. So just walk down here. I was 42 kilometers, yeah. And so I think from here to home maybe another 3 kilometers. So I think I might end up walking 45 kilometers altogether. Yeah. But anyway, I've completed 42 kilometers Satoyama Nordic walking. I'm very happy. Finally, I came back and it was actually 46 kilometers. Yeah, 46 kilometers altogether. So that means I have completed 46 kilometers Satoyama Nordic walking. Yeah, I'm very happy and very proud of myself. Yeah, great. But my legs are so sore. Yeah, they are just like numb. Don't even feel anything. In fact, it's been the same since, after like 26 kilometers or so. Yeah, my legs are, very sore, and it's been the same. And I suppose once you go over a certain limit, maybe it just becomes the same. Yeah. So in some ways, that's what I could bear towards the end. I mean, after 30 kilometers, yeah, whether it was 30 kilometers or 40 kilometers or 45 kilometers, yeah, it didn't make much difference, right? All right. So, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya, the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Bio-Hacking. Now, if you want to know the optimal way to activate autophagy and the optimal way to feed your diverse gut microbiome, please read the Ikigai Diet. And if you want to know the way to bioharmonize yourself to become superhuman, please read Ikigai Bio-Hacking. All right, and if you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!